What's going on, guys? It's Tord here yet again with another commentary on Hardhat. This game I will be running solo, without a party, without anybody to help me, except for a bunch of random people. And at the end of the game you'll actually see why I don't care to run with a bunch of random people. I think not even one of them went positive, but this will be a capture the flag game, and this will be the first half. I do get a Moab in this one, so it is in the first half. But I'll show the second half just to show you guys the Moab, and then I will show you the final score at the end, and you'll see why I don't care to roll in a bunch of random people. I'd rather roll with parties than anything else. But for this game, I think I'm going to give you guys a couple tips. Maybe you're new to Call of Duty and it will help you out. I mean, it's kind of easy tips, beginner's tips, I guess you could say. But even I don't follow them sometimes. You'll see it a couple times in this game. I gotta get better at that, but I keep forgetting it if I'm angry or something. Right here's a host migration, so that's why it kind of got a little bit darker there and paused. That was a host migration. But yeah, you'll see me not following these tips. But for tip number 1, it's have your guard up when running around a corner. You don't have to be aimed down sight, but always be prepared that there's going to be a guy there waiting on you. There's always going to be someone standing there getting ready to shoot you, or laying down, camping, waiting to kill you. Just always be prepared that there's always going to be somebody there, and more than not, you're going to win your gunfights just from it. You'll see me, I shoot sometimes. If you're using a suppressed weapon, just sometimes shoot a couple bullets. If you're afraid that somebody's going to be around the corner, start going around the corner spraying maybe. It doesn't hurt if you're using suppressed, but it'll kind of hurt you by giving away position if you're not using a suppressed weapon. But yeah, that's tip number 1, is don't go around corners without your guard up, because then most likely you don't want to be caught with your pants down, and if you are, you'll most likely die compared to what they would be doing. If they're prepared for you and you're not prepared for them, you're gonna die more times than not. But for tip number 2 is know the spawns. Some games you can't know the spawns. In Team Defender and Kill Confirmed, I don't know the spawns. I don't know them in a lot of other game types, but I'm sure there is set spawns in Domination, just depending on which spot they have, like compared to B Dom, or if they have C Dom, or but if they have those, you're most likely knowing where they're going to spawn, at least the whereabouts of where they're going to spawn. But for capture the flag, there's roughly 5 spots where they spawn. For this map, I am actually spawn trapping. I'm going to start spawn trapping right here pretty much, because they spawn back in this area, and you'll see here in a few minutes. But I know the spawns of mostly all the capture the flag maps. They're all pretty much roughly 5 spots. And that's why I always try not to rush around too much. Right here I'm actually getting text, so I'm not camping here, but it may look like it, but yeah. But just know the spawns. I know the spawns, so it's easy to spawn trap if you're into that. Or if you need to get a flag, you'll know where they're spawning if you just killed somebody. But for tip number 3, it's kind of, if you want to be sneaky and stuff, it's try and find another way around. If there's people waiting there, say at this map in the middle tunnel, if there's people waiting on the other side, try and find another way around to sneak behind them, because if you're sneaking behind them, you're going to catch them off guard. They're going to start spraying. They may get lucky every once in a while, but more times than not, if you're shooting a guy in the back, they should be dead. And if you can do that, it's going to help you out so much on getting more kills and less deaths, because if you sneak around them, they're not going to be prepared. They're going to be looking still that same way, and if you can somehow find a way behind them, I mean, other people may be in the game and blocking you from going around, but if you can find a way around, it's best not to go head to head, because then your chances of getting more kills and less deaths are more likely. But right here I call on the Moab. You'll see here I only get 2 kills with it, but this game is wrapping up. I believe my final score is 50 and 11, and you'll see a bunch of randoms. So hope you guys liked it. Comment, rate, subscribe, and have a good day.